Don't Burn, a Marvel fanfiction written by soapspark on AO3. Stark. One of the fireworks due to arrive. ETA 3 minutes. They got stuck in traffic. Tony cursed under his breath as another foam canister ran out. Jay, get one of the shield grunts to get me 3 more canisters. I'm down to my last one. He turned his attention back to the burning building in front of him sadly. It was always sad when someone's home burnt down, but this was worse than normal. Barton, are the kids alright? Tony asked, doing a last-minute scan of the building. A couple of them are a bit singed, but overall they're safe, Clint replied, keeping a watchful eye on the group of children in front of him. Miss Hernita's still doing a head count, though. She might want to make it quick, Tony said, finishing a scan. The building's about to go down. Just then, Miss Hernita said, Where's Peter? Where is he? Steve walked up to her, put a calming hand on her shoulder. What's wrong, miss? He asked gently. With tears in her eyes, Miss Hernita explained, I'm missing a child. Peter, he was a new arrival. He only came about 2 days ago. We hadn't worked out who yet was supposed to grab him since something like this happened. With getting all the kids out, I just forgot. The tears in her eyes were running down her face now. Please, get him out, one of the older children said, a girl about 10 years old. He's only 6 months old. He can't get out by himself. Steve turned, as if to charge into the flames, but Clint grabbed his arm. You can't go in there, Cap, he warned. He'll get burnt to a crisp. If I don't, the kid will be, Steve replied, shaking Clint's hand off. I'd rather be him than me. Tony rolled his eyes, mapping out structural supports on his HUD. Stop being so noble, Capsicle. I'm going in, so try to not melt while I'm gone, he said, before rocketing into the building. Be careful, Steve said worriedly. Any idea where he could be? Tony asked. Heat signatures aren't much help in here. As Peter is so young, it would be pertinent to start near Miss Hernita's room, Jarvis replied immediately. Great idea, Jay. Now, where is that? Jarvis took over the suit, deftly avoiding the barren walls as Tony's heart sunk when he arrived at the correct room. The floor had collapsed in, taking all 3 rooms with the furniture in it. Damn it, Tony cursed, flying around the crib and turning it over. It was empty. He breathed a sigh of relief. Where is he? He muttered, looking around. Sir? Jarvis asked tentatively. You might want to look up. Tony did and immediately froze. Okay, that's not normal. A small child in a red and blue onesie was clinging to the ceiling with one hand, the other hand in his mouth. As Tony watched, the baby brought his feet to touch the ceiling as well. Okay, easy now, Tony said through the suit speakers. I'm gonna grab you and put you in my suit with me, okay, bud? He grabbed one of the gauntlets and pried Peter off the ceiling. A section of the suit expanded and opened up, and Tony placed Peter inside. I really hope you recorded that, Tony said to Jarvis, turning and flying out towards the outside world. You look pregnant, Clint said. Well, thanks, Barton. I really appreciate it, said Tony, rolling his eyes. He took Peter out of the suit before stepping out himself. He cradled Peter next to his chest and turned to where Steve and Mrs. Hernita were walking over. Peter! Mrs. Hernita said as he reached to take Peter from Tony, but Peter squealed and gripped the fabric of Tony's t-shirt. Hey, Tony said, detaching his hand from his shirt. Don't you want to go to your foster mom? When he tried to hand Peter over, he started crying before Tony could let him go. Okay then, I'll keep you for a while. Sorry, he mouthed to Miss Hernita. It's fine, she said, smiling. It's enough for me that he's okay. 3 hours later, Peter still refused to be apart from Tony. Jarvis sent the video of the Iron Man suit to the rest of the Avengers, and they'd all been astonished. Now they are all sitting around staring at the baby that was asleep on Tony's chest. Spider baby. What? Spider baby, Kent repeated. We have a spider baby. We don't have anything, Natasha said, swatting the back of his head. Tony has a spider baby. Clint turned to Steve. Can we keep it? Steve shot him a look. First, Peter's not a dog. And secondly, that's Tony's decision, not mine, he replied. Everyone turned to look at Tony. Tony looked up confusedly. What? I wasn't paying attention. Are you going to keep him? Steve asked, nodding to Peter. Pepper's gonna kill me, Tony replied, a soft smile on his face as he looked down at the baby. Peter grinned. I guess that answers that.